Bastish Bia for 64K and welcome to episode number 25 of Pop Culture Quick Bytes. And welcome back. So in today's episode we're going to be having a look at this book. This is The Guide to Japanese Role-Playing Games released by Bitmap Books. This came out in the last couple of months of 2021. Okay, so what's this book about? It's Japanese role-playing games, obviously. So this covers everything from like the early 80s right up till now. So if you're a fan of just this genre in general, from the beginning to end, this is an absolute must tome to own. I mean, look at the size of this. It's absolutely massive. This is 652 pages worth of information and over 600 reviews. That's a crazy amount. What I like about this book though, besides obviously the quality of it, is that it doesn't just do like a simple A to Z of like games. It jumps into like different genres. It categorizes them, to strategy RPGs or dungeon crawlers. Not only that, they look at certain companies, big prolific companies, and they also dive into series. So if you want to know more about, say, the Star Ocean series, it's got all the games here, all compiled nicely for you to read through. So before we go any further, let's check out the front and back cover in a little bit more detail. And the first thing you'll notice here is obviously this gorgeous artwork. It's a bit anime, but it's also got a bit of a Western style to it. I just really love the look of it. The spine is really hard and secure. It's got that cool gold foil lettering, which I absolutely love. And also the built-in bookmark, which is super cool. The back has obviously got more of this excellent artwork. It's absolutely wonderful, I just love it. And obviously a description of the book itself. Just pure, absolute quality. Okay, now we're going to check out the contents page and give you a little bit of a broader perspective of what's in this book overall. And the contents has sections on like different RPG series, big companies, also miscellaneous games, which is very interesting. At the bottom it shows all the systems that these games came out for. And if you know nothing about JRPGs, it's got a nice overview, a history of JRPGs in Japan. And here's a subject that never gets covered, Japanese PC RPGs. This is probably one of the most fascinating parts. There's a lot of games I know about. There's also a lot that I've never heard of. So for me personally, this is one of the best sections of the book. And of course you've got all the major companies covered, as well as different subgenres of RPGs. And what I really like is these overviews of different series. You got the Wizardry series, you got some Dragon Quest, you got stuff that's not only obscure but also obviously the mainstream stuff as well. So the writing in this book is pretty excellent. There's over 30 different contributors that contributed to the making of this book in terms of reviews and series reviews and company reviews, etc, etc. So you get, I feel like when you're reading it, you're getting people's perspectives that actually love the genre or love the series that they're covering. So you can tell by the writing, it's just really meticulous and really just full of good information, stuff that you probably wouldn't even know or even find really hard to dig up on the internet. I also like the way things are set out. It's very clean, it's very simple, it's not overdone. They could have really gone like overboard on this and like put like pictures like everywhere and backgrounds and made it hard to read, if you know what I mean. They've just kept it very simple, white backgrounds, you can read things easily, screenshots are excellent, they just a nice variety for each game, so you're not just seeing like basically like, if you're looking at a dungeon crawler, you're not only just seeing the dungeon crawling parts, you're seeing like when you go into a shop or story mode parts, so you get like an overall view of the game in your mind at least, as opposed to just like one type of shot. It's simple, but it's done really well. And there's a lot of great chapters in this book, so let's check out some of the other ones. So you got a section here on JRPG soundtracks and their popularity in Japan. You got one on anime and how it's intertwined with JRPGs for different games. You got a section on remakes showing some old and new remakes. You You got sections covering complete series like I mentioned earlier. This is just one of my personal favorites. You also got like more of the second tier RPG series like Star Ocean or Valkyrie Profile. They all covered here too. Sakura Wars and other series like that. Of course, what I've shown you is just a small sampling of what's in this book. Okay, so overall, obviously I'm a fan of this company. I think they just make absolute top quality books. I own a whole bunch of them. I got the Commodore 64 ones, I got the Amiga one, I got the point and click adventure one. I did a video on it over there. I've done a video on a few of their books, so please check them out if you're interested in the other ones. This thing overall is just such good quality. I think even if you're not a JRPG fan, this is still an absolute excellent read. Just overall, it's just bursting with quality and well-written reviews. As far as the price goes, I think the book is priced reasonably well. The shipping is going to be a little bit tough if you live outside of the UK. If you live in the UK, you should seriously pick this up. There's no excuse. But if you live outside the UK like I do, I live in Canada, the shipping's a little bit high, but I think it's still reasonable. I've tried to import a couple of video game related books from different countries in the last couple months, and the shipping has been beyond ridiculous. Like it's 3 times or 2 times the actual cost of the actual book, and I cannot justify that, obviously. This is still reasonable, so it's not going to blow your bank balance, but so if you live outside of the UK, Canada, US, or anywhere else really, you can still get this book and it won't kill you. I still highly recommend it though. I think they've tried to keep the prices down as much as possible. Overall, it's just another fantastic Bitmap Books release. And if you want more information on how to buy this book, I'll leave links in the description. And also I just wanted to mention that this is like a companion piece to the CRPG book, covering Western PC RPGs, which is excellent as well. And I've done a video on that book also, and both are well worth getting. And thanks for joining me, Bastish B at 64K. I hope you had a good time. And if you can please like and subscribe, that'll be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.